Good evening, crewmates. Captain Andy here once again to bring to you Final Fantasy XIV's legacy view of, Final Fantasy XIV, specifically A Realm Reborn. We're continuing Clalin's quest through the storyline of the main storyline, each respective job and class, and any other tidbits this world has to offer. Yesterday we finished off the cooking culinarian quest, and we're continuing our quest through Limsa Lominsa. Today's adventure is going to start us off with going through the blacksmithing questline. There are only two jobs left in Limsa Lominsa, blacksmithing as I just mentioned, as well as armor. They're both located in the same area, and I'm saving armor for last because I just like that cutscene, the story for that, and the ending cutscene is actually kind of cool. If I have time tonight, I'll get through both of them. If not, then I'll just get to the other one tomorrow. Either case, there's two more quests left in Limsa Lominsa, and after that, we'll be continue on from there. And just wait for us to log in. Hope everyone's having a great evening so far. Hope you had a great day. Good start to the weekend for most of us, I hope. Lovely weather here where I am today. Unexpected given the time of year, but it is what it is. Alright. Alright, so we are going to, as I mentioned, doing Blacksmithing Guild, and that's within the upper decks. All the crafters in Limsa Lominsa are in the upper decks, and it's towards the southern part of the map. So I'll just jump onto Blacksmith while I'm here. Blacksmith. There you are. Alright, so here was the Culinary Guild up here yesterday, and the Blacksmith and Armor are towards the south, so that's where we're going to head off. Interesting keynote about the... I forget what my keynote's going to be. It isn't. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Now, yeah, I guess what I was going to say for the keynote for the Blacksmith Guild. By completing this questline here, it actually has a small extra dialogue of text in the future for the Blacksmith, for the Paladin questline. Now, Blacksmiths specialize in weapon building. In fact, that's pretty much all they do, as well as tools and other respective items. So, we shall be making our weapons. This is kind of cool right here. This is both the Blacksmith and the Armorers Guild. As mentioned, we have the Blacksmith symbol here, the anvil, and the Armorers, which is a helmet of some sort. Alright, if we go around the side here, this is where the actual... It's kind of like split in two. Here's where the Armor Guild Guildmaster here, Nanza, who we'll get to either later on tonight or tomorrow. As for the Blacksmith Guild, that is more inside. This person here called Brithael. Let's speak of this gentleman now. My first crossbin hammer. Now that there is a beautiful sight. Never forget, a smithy's hammer is her one true love. Friends will never betray, lovers never... Love will leave ye, but your hammer never do you no wrong. God, seeing you stand there reminds me of a less ale-sodden, more ladyship version of me younger self. But on to your task. We ain't a congregation of soft-handed scholarlies here. Smithies learn by doing. Try your hand at making a bronze ingot. Any smithy worth her salt's got to master the fundamentals. And you can't get more fundamental than that. It ain't complicated. Bronze is just copper and tin melted down and mixed together. So you'll be needing... Aye, that's it! A copper and tin ore! And seeing as most folk don't carry stuff like that around with them without reason, Smirdamer outside can provide you with some. For a price, that is. What the lad can't sell you, though, is the fire shard you'll need. Aye, it ain't complicated, but that don't mean it's easy. Sure, it ain't complicated, but that don't mean it's easy. You need to melt the metals, after all, and to do that, you need to get them hotter than a bombard's backside. And that's all there is to it. Think you can handle it, lass? Bronze ingot. I think I got that in my saddlebag. Let's see. I do have one. Just one. Here, buddy. Remember, to make a bronze ingot, all you need is copper, tin, and a fire shard. Smithhammer can sell you the ore, but you'll need to find the shard on your own. Of course, I'm telling you this on the assumption that you'll still do the job. If you've already done it, show us your work for God's sake. Bronze ingot. An ingot of smelted bronze. Okay. You're alright, lass. Better than that, even. Sure you ain't done this before? Because honestly, this ain't what you'd expect from an adventure fresh off the street. I wonder if I did this in 1.0. I don't remember. I think you might be a bleeding natural, lass. It takes just the right balance of metals to produce bronze suitable for weapon and tools. But this ingot you've made me, lass, it's on par with them as our veterans produce. You could take this down to Hawker's Alley and find a buyer in no time. Buyer God's watching over ye, ain't no doubt about it. You've got talent, lass, but don't let it go to your head. I've seen plenty of folk get drunk on early success only to puke their guts up later because they forgot that talents were bugger all without hard work and dedication. So I tell you what, keep it simple for now, lass. Practice the fundamentals till you can smelt bronze in your sleep. And when we gain the kind of confidence as only comes with experience, come back and I'll teach you something new. Level 5 next. Right, I'm gonna have to be getting rid of a lot of items. I don't want this copper ore. Alright. Let's continue. Praise the builder. I was afraid you might join up with another crew. The thought of it pained me so much, I was down at the Wens till morning bells I was. But here you are, still brandman with potential. And with some extra meat on your smitten arm. If me eyes don't deceive me. Sir, something new, something... Of course, how could I forget? Clalin, I bid you craft 3 bronze cross-pin hammers. Just like the ones all our apprentice smithies use. For this, you'll need bronze, maple lumber, and hempen cloth. Now, I know making the bronze won't pose you no problem, but allow me to offer you a bit of advice regarding the materials. If you want to save yourself some coin, you might consider mining your own copper and tin out in the wilds. And if that don't tickle your fancy, you might consider whacking the odd cobbler until it stops moving. They lug ore around them, see? And it ain't as if swinging a sword's all that different from pounding a lump of metal into shape, is it? At the end of the day, though, how you go about getting the bits and pieces don't matter to me. I just want to see if you can make a decent hammer. Do what needs doing and come back when it's done. Do I have the materials for this? Well, I got that part, so I need 3. Maple lumber. Do I have any of that here? Nope. Undyed hempen cloth. I don't see this here. Oh, I have one in the saddlebag. Where? There it is. Alright, let's get myself my... there's no easy way to get to there, is there? I'll save the maple lumber for the other place. He said to go aside for the items, so I will. was easy. There we go. One more to go. I think I overdo it when I do it like this, but oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and this in. Where are them hammers asked for, lass? Hammer? Hammer? Hammer! Seems last time weren't no fluke. This here's some impressive work, lass. Now, a layman might look at this and think you just stuck a piece of brown on a maple stick, but you've done a damn sight more than that, whether you know it or not. A hammer's tool after all, and the head's got to grip the shaft for tens of thousands of strikes. What's more, when the smithy's pounding a red-hot piece of metal, her hammer takes up some of the heat and swells a touch, which ain't a problem unless it's a poorly made piece of shite. Take it from me, lass. There's a few things more embarrassing than flinging a glowing hammerhead over your shoulder straight into the eye of your newest apprentice, even if he did eventually get his sight back. But I reckon your hammers won't lead to any incidents like that. In short, I'm happy with what you've done. Now, as far as both they don't rest on your laurel speech, if it's all the same with you, stating the bleeding obvious is best with a drink in your hand, I find. But well done, Inroad. Here, you'll be needing this. A hammer will suffice for simple smithing, but complex jobs call for a more delicate touch, which is what a file gives you. Using one alongside your hammer will make your life a good deal easier, whatever you're crafting. Try smithing something simple. I guarantee you'll see the difference. And when you've done that, do it again. I want you to practice so you can wield that file as well as your hammer. Once you've got the hang of it, come back here for another task. Okay? Alright, level 10 time. You know what, lass? It may not be my place to say it, me being your guildmaster and all, but I like ye. I really like ye. Together, there's naught we can't. What? Why are you making that face at me? Why are you making that face at me? Oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. You're the most promising pupil I've had in gods know how long is all. I was just, waxing sentimental for a moment. You can't honestly tell me you don't get a bit emotional when you've been out the night before and... forget it. Yeah, I've been working hard, have you? I can tell. But this is just the beginning, lass. You see, the art of blacksmithing is deeper than the deepest ocean. And if you plan on getting to the bottom of it, you'll need to... Sink? No, that's no good. Alright, how about this? If you mean to set sail for the faraway land of, smitten mastery, you mustn't try to make the journey in a dinghy. Bah, the hell's with it. Just make me a dozen bronze ingots, rivets last. do I have any rivets? All right. I'll be back this time for sure. I'll get this probably tomorrow or Sunday, the Valentine event. It's based in Gridania, and that's where I'm heading off this weekend eventually. I have a feeling I'll be running back and forth quite a bit this way. Well, that's going to cut into the time of doing this, but that's fine. The lower depths. Third tab, I need 12. Is this worth anything? Nope. Back up here. So you're gonna be hearing the Valentine music quite a bit the next couple days, at least for a few seconds. Da, 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 da. Or event music, really. Hey, buddy. Yo, rivets. How's them rivets coming along? Anytime now, lass. Bronze rivets. Short bronze pins with large heads, used in connecting metal pieces. Praise the builders. You've done it again. These rivets are perfect. But don't take that to mean they're special, because they ain't. You see, rivets have got to be perfect, and I'll tell you for why. If you're pounding something and your hammer breaks, you can just grab a new one. But it's a whole other story when your rivets fail. Everything in airship lasts, marvelous things they are, but bloody complicated. Now, imagine you're a dozen moms over Limsa and your fancy flying boat starts bringing rivets. Might as beats from the engine, might be from the hull. Don't make no difference. Whichever it is, you're royally buggered. If I was on that airship last, taking in the gorgeous view as the confounded contraption tumbled down to the earth below, I'd be cursing them rivets with all me heart. Aye, and the half-arse bastard that shat about, too. And you wouldn't want that on your conscience, would you? Which is why you must always make quality products that stand the test of time. To help you learn the importance of quality, I want you to try Smitten for paying customers. Start by having a word with Tamaki down at the winch. She should be able to point you in the direction of a few Luminces as need the services of a talented lass like yourself. Hone your craft, earn some coin. Hell, take a drink while you're at it. The wench is always serving. Money. Ah, hells, not now, lass. Can't you see I'm struggling with a matter of great import? Being forge master ain't all drink and debauchery, especially when Hananza's breathing down me neck. We're a business, she says, and it's our job to ensure Naldic and Valenis stays profitable or some such bollocks. To which I say, now look here, you greedy shrew. We're making a mint off our commission from the maelstrom, aren't we? Ain't we? Well, may have said shrew. Anyway, the greedy shrew then starts yattering on about expanding to new bleeding markets. Says we should be selling more to the treefolk of Gridania. Says I should be the one to develop a plan of action. 7 hells, lass, I'm a smithy, not a merchant. I've never been to bleeding Gridania. Oh, and it gets worse. See, we need a man with connections, don't we? Someone else can make arrangements with the tree folk. Well, Nanzak goes and find one, right clever bastard by the sounds of it, and orders me to go and find him. So I goes and meet him, only to find out it's none other than bleeding Phazar. And I'd sooner bash my own teeth than talk to that piece of... Wait a minute. I know how to deal with this. You can talk to him. You'll help old Bethael handle this Gridani nonsense, won't you? Of course you will. Go on then, chop chop. Fantastic. Phazar. Here on Berthael's behalf, you say? I might have guessed. That whoreson doesn't realize the trouble he's in. Well, it's his neck. I'll work with you, Smith, but I'll even keep my dictions simple. Take instruction from that drunkard and will have dulled your wits. Now listen. Dealing with Gridanians is no different from dealing with anyone else. Everyone has needs. It's just a matter of identifying and fulfilling them. Anyone with half a brain, which discounts your mentor, knows that the Forestborn do not want for wood or leather goods. You'd have more luck selling brine to a fishback. What they do lack is steel. There is an insular, isolated nation that has long sought to survive without relying overmuch on foreign trade. But the calamity changed all that. Half a decade on, and with no end to the rebuilding in sight, they have been forced to open the gates to adventurers. And where there are adventurers, there's demand for weapons and armor. Quality weapons and armor, mind you. My Gridanian contacts would accept nothing less. I'll need some samples to show them. Bring me a bronze spasa and a spiked bronze lapis for this purpose. I don't think I have those, but... Bronze spasa and a spiked bronze. Okay. That's how I'll do it. Bronze ingots. So I need 4 bronze ingots. Okay. Here's what I'll do with that stuff. Back here. I need 15 of that, so I'll just make myself some more bronze ingots and just craft from that after. Tin ores, I need 15. I actually have to craft one first. Done. I don't really care if I get HQ or not. I'll just lower the quality. Yeah, this is a quick synthesizer thing if you just want to make a bunch of items, you're not caring about high quality or not. It does save time, I'll give it that. Hey, for those that are joining, thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great time so far. Alright, let's lower the quality of this because I... Right. Actually, I can use just that exact amount. Fine game, I'm getting up, I'm getting up. Okay, so, prawn ingots there. What else do I need? Ash lumber, do I have any of this? I dose not. How would for the spatha? Any hard leather? Nope. Ram horn? I keep wanting to go inside to buy items. I think these sell pretty much everything I need. Alright, so what was the one I needed first? It was ash lumber. Hard leather. Ram horn. There's the spatha. And the spiked. There we go. Phasar. Bring me a bronze spatha and a spiked bronze lapis. Lapis. Till I've seen them in my hands, you're nothing more to. There's nothing. Unless I have them in my hand, we have nothing more to discuss. There we go. Here we go. That's fine. These will require closer inspection. Inside, Smith. You made these weapons? I must confess, the quality is quite good. I thought you know more than Berthail's errand girl, but it seems I was wrong. Only a true smith could have made these pieces. As I rather suspect you are aware, a poorly wrought weapon can cost a man his life. Be it brittle, prone to blunting, or unevenly weighted, every flaw will serve to hinder its owner on the battlefield. So not so the spatha. Well-tempered and perfectly balanced, it is a weapon fit for a warrior. Hells, even a blade like this... Hells, with a blade like this, even I could probably best a beast or two. And this labrys is a work of art as well. Simple, solid, and more than capable of cleaving a fish back in two. If even a relative newcomer to the guild can produce work of this quality, then my contract will have not to worry about. These samples should convince him of that. It seemed you saved your mentor's job. You just leave the rest to me, Smith. There's nothing easier than selling an excellent product. Yay! I'm excellent! Back inside? Okay. Just the last I was hoping to see. You're a bleeding godsend, you know that? You'll be happy to hear that the tree folk were mightily impressed with them samples you made for that son of a whore. Even the shrew had to admit I've done a good job. But who gives a damn about business, eh? You're here to smith, am I right? So, be a good lass and whip us up an iron cross pine hammer, will you? Oh, and before you run off, I should probably mention that Smartarm ain't selling iron at present. Grand Company contracts take priority, see? And the shipwrights need all the stock we can lay our hands on. So you have to get the iron on your own, be it by mining or buying. I'd sooner go to the Hawker's Island myself, but then it ain't my calling. Oh, and one more thing. I don't need just any iron cross pine hammer glass. I want one melded with materia. You know what materia is, don't you? It's like, say I've got an apron I've been using for years and years, and it's got all soaked through with sweat. But instead of just sweat, it's taking up a bit of me, spiritual essence or something. Well, that essence can be pulled out and turned into stuff called materia, which is sort of like a crystal you can attach to gear to make it stronger and so on. Needless to say, I don't know how materia works, but there's supposed to be a gobbly who does. Name's Mutamix if memory serves, and he's got a camp out in Clalin. Track him down if you need some proper guidance. Alright, in that case, I need to get let's see if I need to have everything already. Iron cross. I got the ingots. I probably need these though. None of that. Salad, I got that. So I just need cotton cloth. Hawker Alley. Good, I just need the one. And some grade 1 material of some sort. Alright. Even though it seems annoying a little bit, but kind of cool they actually force you to get used to material melding, so you can't say you never learned through it the game. Well, that's probably going to cheap us I'll find here. Right, that's one. All right. Let's go ahead and listen. Alright, let's finish off this quest. Got that hammer for me yet? Don't forget that she needs a piece of material stuck to her as well. Any kind will do, by the way. Don't have to be from an apron. There you go. Yes, trade the high quality. Damn, fine work as always, lass. She's got good heft, this one. Just the kind The kind you just don't get with brass, with bronze. You tire quicker, of course, but that's a failing of the arm, not the tool. Even after you'd worked up a sweat, I reckon her cotton-wrapped grip would keep her firmly in your hand, where she belongs. It's common for smiths to make their own tools, you know? There's no better way of getting just what you want, see? Assuming you're half decent. I, for one, have always made me own. Bugging me, though, I was trying to wish I'd ask you for 2 or 3 so I can keep one for myself. You really should let me buy one. You really should let me buy you a drink sometime, lass. You've done a lot for me, and I don't want you to think me ungrateful. In fact, I'm wondering if you ought to put your skills on display more prominently. Really show your potential customers what the guild has to offer. No need to fret about that for the time being, though. You just keep hammering away, alright? Take it from me, lass. You do your best work when your only concerns are the hammer in your hand and the vision in your head. Bargot's blessing be with ye. Money. Next. You've come a long way since you first joined up, lass. Some smithies might be content to eke out a living selling cheap tools and weapons, but not you. You won't be satisfied till you're the best, am I? Aye, that's the stuff. Always seeking to better yourself, ain't ye? I respect that. If you've no motivation, it's only a matter of time before your work starts to suffer. Your customers start looking elsewhere, folks start whispering your best days are gone behind ye, your wife runs off with a goddamn merchant, and next thing you know, it's just another poor sod drowning his sores at the wench. But that won't happen to you, will it? You produced quality work back when we had to deal with them tree folk, and now I need you to do the same again. We're after another big contract, see? There's a bloke in town who's looking to buy a boatload of steel, but he won't place an order till he's sure we can deliver first-rate stuff. So we need to send him a sample of our finest work. Now, it takes a lot of skill to forge a bar of high-quality steel, but if you got all the ingredients, you're halfway there. Saying that, it can be a right pain in the arse. But I know you're up to the task, lass. When we've made the thing, give it to the horse-son merchant from before, Phasar, aye? Aye. As he can deliver it to the client. Steel ingots. I don't think I have that. Especially not a high quality. I don't. Oh, a lot of iron ores, though. Alright, I don't have that. Do I have any iron bomb ash anywhere? Quite a few, actually. Alright. Let's get one from Tarek, get the high quality bomb ash. That way I can get myself more inventory space. He's dressed up quite nice. Elegantly. Okay, now continue on here. No, not this. I need to go here. Bomb ash Terex. Get the high quality that no longer exists in the game. Because I could lower the quality, but whatever. I think this might have been from a legacy thing. Well, it finds better use here. Yep, that's that. Let's bring this to Phasar. Welcome, welcome. What brings you to the blacksmith? Oh, not you. Bye. Phasar. We meet again. Assuming you're here to deliver the steel, know this. If it's not first rate, I won't present it to the client. Steel ingot. An ingot of smelted steel. Should have guessed that. Very well. Inside, Smith. Quite how you learned to smelt such excellent steel, I do not know. But I do know that it had naught to do with your wretched mentor's teaching. Harder than mere iron, yet so rigid as to be unworkable. Yet not so rigid as to be unworkable. It cannot have been easy determining the exact quantity of bomb ash required to achieve such a balance. Speaking of which, just how did you acquire the ash? Don't tell me you went and through the voids and sent fiends yourself. The Margotts are hardly a reliable source, I know, but risking death in a fire explosion is beyond reckless. Still, if that's what it took, I admire your dedication. I suspect your forge master will soon be receiving good quality, some good news. I only hope he remembers to toast your name when he adjourns to the wench to celebrate. Alright, I think that was quest 25. We're halfway done. Blacksmith. Alright, now let's go back inside. Been waiting for you to come and see me, lass. Seems like you got yourself an admirer. And I ain't talking about me neither. I'm talking about someone else. It's only a matter of time before folks started asking questions about who was responsible for the guild's recent changes in fortunes. You heard of Costa de Sol out in Bloodshore? Because that's where your new admirer lives. In case you don't know the place, it's a favorite resort of Ulda's rich and famous. Aye, that's right. I'm talking about one of them. Asked for you by name they did. Said they wished to commission the great Clalin and no other. This could be your chance, lass. It ain't every day you get invited to curry favor with such a wealthy, bleeding client. At first, it was just Bayergod who was just watching over me. But I'm beginning to think that two-faced bugger Nalta might have taken an interest in all. Anyway, you'll do it, won't you? Of course you bloody will. You'd be goddamn fool to refuse. We need to trouble that bastard Phasar for the details. Oh, and thought it sticks me in the throat to say it, I reckon you probably thank the Chocobo's arch while you're at it. He's the one who made this request. Well met, Smith. I gather you heard about your commission? I trust you understand what an honor this is, as well as what's at stake. The client in question is a distinguished personage with tremendously high expectations. Should you fail to live up to them, it will reflect poorly on both you and your guild. As for myself, the last thing I need is a well-connected Uldan telling his associates not to buy your products. Products, I hardly add, which I should very much like to sell. In short, don't fail. Now then, I believe I saw Miss Cusswood arrive a moment ago. She is our client's representative. Go inside and introduce yourself to her. She will explain the commission. I've heard a great deal about you, Clalin Seraph. As you might have heard, my master was captivated by the tales of your exceptional craftsmanship. I thought you the ideal candidate to undertake a commission of particular import to him. By way of an introduction, my master's estate boasts the most spectacular gardens in all of Costa de Sol. Its many botanical marvels owe much to the efforts of our chief groundsman, who has nurtured them since he was a lad. The dear old fellow had been with the family for generations now, and my master feels it's past time that his years of faithful service be recognized. And what better way to honor the tireless efforts of one's loyal servant than to present him with an exquisitely wrought example of the tool of his beloved trade? In short, Mr. Raff, my master would like you to commission a plumed iron hatchet of the first order. Know that anything less than perfection will be deemed unacceptable. We trust you will not disappoint us. No pressure. So I got that. Walnut lumber I have. Where's my chocobo feathers? I know I have some. Terex. This is inside my... Alright, I've got everything I need for this. Alright, let's go. Alright, I gotta start selling stuff. Chocobo feather. This outfit's gonna sell. $80,000, really? Oh, that's done. Go ahead this in. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 la da da. La da 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 la da da da. Do you have the hatchet? Here is your plumed iron hatchet that looks spectacular. My, though I count myself no expert in such matters, even I am sensible to the hatchet's quality. It is magnificent. Master Phasar's words did not do you justice. You are a veritable prodigy, madame. Your hatchet is more than a work of art than a tool. It's more a work of art than a tool. When I run my fingers along its smooth leather grip and gaze upon its flawless, sparkling blade, I find that I am moved. It seems a great shame to allow such a masterpiece to be used for mere gardening. But tools are made for a purpose. Mayhap, as the blade dulls and the grip wears, it will gain a different sort of beauty. Ah, but I am beginning to sound like our chief groundsman. Such a gentle soul. I'm quite sure he will see the artistry in your creation. Why, it may even serve to inspire him. It may even serve to inspire him in his own craft. You should be proud. On behalf of my lord, I thank you. Pray give my regards to Master Phasar. You certainly rose to the occasion. Expertly done, Smith. And it seems that Mrs. Cushweb has marked you out as a crafter of outstanding skill. If her master agrees with her assessment, this may well be the first of many such commissions. You have every right to be proud. I suppose your mentor will want to know what's transpired. I swear your talents are truly wasted serving that fool. You can tell him I said so if you wish. You're a damn good smith, Clalin. You can do better. Ah, there you are, Lath. Well, tell us how it went then. Yeah, he said that, did he? Cheeky sod. Talking like he knows what it means to be a smithy. There ain't no one who knows better than me, and I've only ever wondered what's best for ye. I still remember the day you first walked in here, you know. 'Twas clear to me even then that you had a will of iron. Something in your eyes there was. Something that told me you'd give your all to the craft, not for coin or for fame, but for the sake of making something good. That's just what we need around here. So don't let us down, Clalin. Stick with us, and you'll do right by ye. Ugh, something evil is brewing in my belly, I tell ye. Can't seem to keep anything down. Too many at the wench, I suppose. I reckon. Couldn't have come at a worse time either, with Phasar breathing down me neck. Now, when it comes to the market, you've never met a tighter miser than old Phasar. But the Colosseum, that man throws gold at fighters like water at a fire. They know it too. So they asked their patron. Here it is. They know it too, so they asked their patron for a new blade. And once they get their blade, now it's bigger, sharper, and shinier blade. Before I know it, I'm wasting me waking bills forging weapons for folk that ain't got arms enough to wield them all. Don't get me wrong, I'd gladly take the horse on its coin, but I ain't up to it this time on account of me condition. Which is why I need you to make whatever he needs making in me stead. Have a word with Phasar and see what he wants. Alright, Phasar it is. So, Brithariel sent you to me yet again. I am flattered he holds me in such esteem. As you may have heard, I have an eye for able warriors. Yet, without the proper arms and armament, ability is for naught. Forge me one steel bouge of equal parts splendor and might, and you and Brithariel shall know the bounty of my generosity. But fail me, Clalin, and I may be forced to reconsider my arrangements with Naltic and Vanellis. Steel bouge. So, to do steel ingots, I need 2 pieces of bomb ash again. Which I think I have. Yep. I'll get rid of my other retainers too. That works out. Hang on. That's all I need. Oak lumber. Do I have any oak logs? Nope. That's done. Nope. Let's go to this excess of piece of wood. Let's go ahead and ascend. Welcome, welcome. What brings you to the Blacksmith Guild? Well, not you. That's for sure. One steel boosh, Clalin. Make the greatest weapon you've ever made, then throw it away and make me a better one. Hey, what? You've come for my gift? Excellent. Let us have a look, shall we? I demanded nothing short of perfection. You have exceeded me every expectation, Clalin. A finer bouge I have never seen. A well-wrought oak haft with a solid steel blade, more than sharp enough to slice through sinew and bone. Many an orc's neck shall it cleave. I cannot wait to see it wielded. Yes, the glory of the steel bouge have not forged for me shall This, the glory of the steel boots you have forged for me shall be sung in the screams of all who stand before it. I see my trust in you was not misplaced, and I trust I shall have need of your skills in the near future. Near future. Oh yeah. Level 53, let's go! This is also a new content for Clalin. She's not done this yet. Till now. You know, Clalin, the contract you've helped the guild secure ought to make us a fortune. If you can find the hands to keep up with the man, that is. Quite a name you made for yourself in the process. You've got your head in the forge so you don't hear what I do. All over the port, I heard the chatter that sailors and merchants extolling the fabled wares of Clalin's forage. And I assure you, they ain't alone. Hells, it's gone to the point where half your fellow smithies are asking for what you forge. That you forge their smithing tools, as if you've time to make them one by one. So I told them the most they can hope for is expect one wrapped crow's beak hammer, a true example of shining excellence to which all of its kind would be held. What say you, lass? Reckon you can do your forge mates this favor? Do I have a choice? Alright, let's get these items. Iron ingot. 1. Clove oil. And from here, one left. Sorry for the yawning, folks. Now I'm gonna spend all that for that. Is there any NPC that sells this? Let's see. Alright. He sells it. Alright. And as for this part. Accessory in use. Alright, let's go make ourselves this hammer. And from here, there we go. There we go. Let's go hand in our hammer. Or, yeah, it's a hammer. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, ba-dum. All I'm asking for is a single wrap crow's beak hammer. One of the finest, of course. So I can show your fellow smithies how it's done. Here you go. By God's beard, who would have thought that the brutish tools of force could possess such beauty? The hammer's claw evoked the elegance and ruthless efficiency of a golden beak plucking worms from the ground. And it's flawlessly counterbalanced asymmetrically by the face. Not in my wildest forging fancies could I have ever envisioned layering hands or eyes on such a perfect hammer. Hells, I reckon it's too perfect to show to that lot. To look upon the daunting heights of such perfection would surely discourage even the boldest of budding blacksmiths. On the other hand, It ought to put up those uppity smitties in their place. Besides, it'd be trying to keep this hammer hidden away from the world. With any luck, it'll serve as inspiration to your forge mates, and maybe even motivate one to follow in your footsteps. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back, folks. Just gotta quickly get something to splash my face as my eyes are getting heavy a little bit. I'll be right back. And I'm back, folks. Thank you again for your patience. I do apologize for having to step away there for a moment. Alright. Let us continue. Beauty and the Bardish. Just a good time to be a smithy, Clalin. Clients banging down our doors, clamoring for our wares. And to think it's all 'cause one fateful day I had the foresight to let ye join our ranks. Smartest thing I ever done. Aye, in prosperous times such as these, you can't help but be in high spirits. Even your most hated enemies start to seem like decent folk. Why, just the other day, I downed a few pints with old Phasard. Phasar. Oh, speaking of which, Phasar was going on and on about this lady gladiator what caught his eye. One he'd like to lavish with gifts. Said he'd a mind to have you forge the weapons. But you know him. Demanded to speak with you in person. Best go on and oblige the bastard. This might be the quest I'm thinking of. This one is there's only 2 quests. Clalin, good of you to come. I knew no other whom I could call upon. Her name is Muriel. She is both muse and genius, a portrait of grace and beauty amidst the carnage of war, expertly versed in every technical discipline of combat. Muriel is more than a mere gladiator. She is an artist. If she is to paint the battlefield red, only the finest of instruments will suffice. And such instruments can only be created by the greatest of blacksmiths. Thus, I would ask of you a pair of cobalt knuckles, a buccaneer's bardiche, and a cobalt scimitar, cobalt shamshir, with which you might reign over the Colosseum like the goddess she is. I will inspect your work when it is complete, though I have little reason to doubt your capabilities. I will not present to Muriel anything less than perfection. I'm not sure if that's the shield that actually gets given or is it on the next one. We'll figure it out. So, Cobalt Knuckles. Take out my notepad for this. Erase everything I started. Cobalt ingots. 2. Boar leather. 1. What's next? Buccaneer's bardiche. Two more cobalt ingots. That's a total of 4. Run. Rosewood branch. And 1 horn glue, which I have. And lastly, cobalt shamshir. Two more cobalt ingots, total of 6, which I have in inventory. 1 old goat horn, and 1 basilisk whetstone. Do I have any of these on hand? Nope. Terex has one of those. Nope. I know I have that also. Alright. First things first, get the end from Terex. A horn. am I doing with this? Oh well. I just put these out of my inventory. Alright, let's try here. Now. Boar leather. Just need the one. Right. Let's see what else I can get. That's just the one. I already got. Let's get a rosewood branch. Thank you. And basilisk whetstone. I need to keep that on me in case I need it for the next round. Although I do need to also get boar leather. That might take a little bit. Which means I'm resorting to server hopping because I'm not gonna be spending my time killing boars. Water. Fine, I can handle it. Let's get out of here before this noise gets to me. Let's go back to home. One thing I found cool when Final Fantasy XIV Reborn first came out, just listen. We have a lot of players in this, and the noise around you is determined by the amount of crowd around you. Such as here, there's quite a few people around, so you can hear chatter, as if there's a vibrant community going on here, in which there are. Now, if we go, let us make our way towards the Blacksmith Guild, or even the Aft Castle. Not that much chatter as there was near the Aetheryte. Might be a little bit here and there, but not as much. So it actually escalates or de-escalates, depending on the amount of crowd in your vicinity. Let's start with the Knuckles. And one more. That takes care of the Knuckles. Next, I need the Buccaneers Baradish. Well, this is certainly one way to make it regain some inventory space. Good. Now for the last Cobalt Shamshir. There we go. Okay, I'm missing something. No, I'm not. Looked at the wrong one. All right. No, everything's good. Knuckles, a Baradish, and a Shamshir. They must be fit for a goddess. While your weapons look most impressive, I must properly appraise your work. Inside. Ah, the Knuckles. A sturdy and stable design for a straightforward weapon. The lack of superfluous ornament speaks to an emphasis. The lack of superfluous ornamentation speaks to an emphasis on function. Next, we come to the Baradish, a brutish base weapon likely born of the beast tribes. Initially, I feared its barbaric origins might sully Mudia's angelic hands, but I firmly believe that there is no weapon her feminine touch cannot civilize. And lastly, the Shamshir. The seductive curvature of the blade is sinister to in its simplicity. You have taken notoriously obstinate cobalt and bent it to your will. Again, you exceed my every expectation. I can only imagine Muriel's joy upon seeing such splendid wares. Let her gaze upon the face of the one who forged them. You will find her aboard the Astalicia. That would be on the first floor. The boat. And we're going to take this because it's a long walk to the boat. Astalicia. There's a guy hanging up there. He's hanging around for a long time. Ah yes, the gift I was promised. It is good to know Phasar is a man of his word, though personally I prefer a woman of action. Show me what you've got. Most impressive indeed. I am humbled. With your weapons in my grip, victory is all but assured. Phaser certainly possesses an eye for the finer things. Yet the eye that finds beauty interests me less than the hands that craft it. The strong, skilled hands of an artisan like yourself. Gladiator and blacksmith make quite a pair, do we not? What is a weapon without a wielder, or a wielder without a weapon? We complete each other. I came to Limsa Lomentia to see your wares at the old man's behest, and found everything he promised and more. Know that in the heat of battle, as I clutch them tightly in my hands, my thoughts will be of you. Aww. They say that these pirates know how to swing an axe. No, they say these pirates know how to swing an axe, so I've been looking for a fight to hone my own skills. It's hammer time! The aft tassel. I think we're on to the last quest for the Blacksmith's Guild. It's the Blacksmith story. Compared to yesterday, this is actually not as long. Tell you what, let's see how long this one takes, and we'll go from there. Good news, Clalin. That gladiator you outfitted, Muriel, done the work of a million merchants for us since. Her name's on the lips of every Colosseum fan, as is the name of the smithy what forged her armaments. Our wares are selling fast and we can forge them, and every member of the guild is reaping the benefits. Aye, the ale will flow like wine at the wench tonight. Of course, customers, they've been asking for you by name, but I tell him you ain't got the time to personally craft all the butcher's knives and bric-a-brac. I've certainly no intention of shoving that drudgery off on ye. But there's one commission that what requires your personal attention, I reckon. This one comes to us by way of old Phaser. So pay the man a visit. Before you go, a word of warning. Phaser's a sullen soul to begin with, but this job's got him wound tighter than ever. Judging from its countenance, be prepared for a bleeding tough challenge. Challenge! There you are. Hear me, Clalin. None other than the finest blacksmith in all Vilbrant will do for this task. So renowned are your weapons that your name echoes through the distant wood of Gudania. So powerful your forge that it has bent the disdain for steel into admiration. As such, a former champion of the Colosseum living amid the leaves has contacted me in hopes of engaging your services. This is all I can say. The rest she'll tell you herself. The client wishes to meet with you in private, and we will be waiting for you on the platform just below the drowning wench. Pray do not keep her waiting. Which quest was it that had me? It's a littered quest? I don't remember. There's a quest for the blacksmith where you make a weapon for somebody, then it's a sword, and later on a future gladiator, a paladin quest, you actually fight that same person you crafted a sword for. I guess that must be a later quest. I thought it was in the Reborn. Could be wrong though. There's a bottom step around here. Here we go. Ta-da. Mamouja? Curtain? Not curtain. Yeah, curtains. Well-traveled Mukote. She's styling and profiling. An honor, Clalin Sraff. I appreciate you coming all the way to meet with me. I am told you are a blacksmith without peer. It is for this reason that I have come to seek your assistance. The sword I would have you forge must befit a storied Coliseum champion. The sword I would have you forge must befit a storied Coliseum champion. Rather, a man who would become one once more. The gladiator is recently returned to Ul'dan and has chosen to fight under a different name, you see. Perhaps you're familiar with the Bronze Bull? I thought not. His performance on the Blood Sands has been less than stellar. Despite his wealth of experience, he struggles. I have seen him fight. His weapons are his weakness. But I fear he thinks himself at fault. Which brings me to my request. I wish to arm the Bronze Bull with a quality cobalt winglet, strengthened with the Savage Might materia of the 3rd grade. He is a far greater gladiator than his record suggests, and deserves better than the rubbish he wields. When the sword is ready, deliver it to Phasar. He shall see that the Bronze Bull receives it. This is it. This is the sword that you make, which you fight later on. You destroy the wielder of your own creation. Wait. Yeah. At that point, it becomes a issue of skill, buddy. Alright, so do I have a grade 3 materia? Sorry for the hiccups I got today. I do not. What do I need for Cobalt Winglet anyways? Alright, so I got 2 of those here. Grab those now. I don't need them all. Okay. Mahogany lumber, which I do not have. Horn glue, which I don't have, and Sunrise Talon, which I also do not have. Fantastic. Alright, let's get these items to finish up this quest. I take back what I said. No, I don't take it back. Never mind. Yep. Mahogany lumber. So I'm gonna serve out for Sunrise Talon. I think every time we go to another world, the chat says welcome to the world you're in, then also welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. I think it's a nice touch. Final Fantasy XI does that too when you log in each respective day. Sunrise Clalin. Not the most glorious way of getting this, but it is what it is. Let's go here. I can live with that. I could really live with that. Alright, let's go back home. Oh, I need a grade 3 material too. I forgot about that. Savage Might material 3. First, do I have any of this anywhere? No. Alright. No problem. Yeah, just need the one. Thank you. That takes care of the sword itself. Now I have to add the materia. This. Don't need this anymore. That's probably going to be sold right away. Alright, let's go hand this in and finish up this quest line. Da, da, la, da, da. I am aware of the client's specifications. As soon as I verify that your sword is to her satisfaction, I shall contact the intended recipient. You have outdone yourself again. Your task is almost complete. In a most peculiar request, the client wishes to be on hand yet out of sight for the purveyance of her gift. I shall attend to the arrangements. You need only be ready. Since when have you taken a fancy to a male gladiator, Phasar? What's all this really about? I assure you, you will not be displeased. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite, I should hope. Pleased, then? Precisely. We come bearing a gift. A gift? For me? Give it to someone who deserves it. I'm in no mood to be fawned over. Due to your mounting defeats, no doubt. I know my record merchant. Ah, but that is the very reason I believe this gift will lift your spirits. Behold the cure for your recent woes, a sword like no other. This blade, I've never seen its equal. Did you forge this, Smith? I would be proud to call it my own. I believe that is precisely what our patron intended. Can you tell me who your patron is, and why he sees fit to confer upon me such a treasure? I can only say that she prays for your success, and it is her hope that this sword will win you new glory, and that these words will help you to remember that of old. The way of the sword is such that all who walk it become lost. Her words, eh? Well, I don't see why she had to orchestrate this mummer's farce. I would have gladly accepted the sword from her in person. Oh? I thought the calamity had claimed her life. I should have known better than to think the Hellfire Phoenix would die so easily. Damn. And now it is my turn to take wing. On my honor, I shall one day stand atop the Colosseum and do this sword justice. Until I beat your ass. With a better sword. Speak with the client. Okay. Grinfar's no fool. I suspect he knew I was present the moment his words left Phasar's lips. Why not give him the sword in person? It is complicated. Simply put, I will not involve myself directly in Colosseum affairs. Long ago, I swore never again to take up sword or spear for sport. I have entrusted the Forge Master with your honorarium. Please accept it with my heartfelt thanks. Well, look who's back from bringing in another fortune. I don't know how you did it, Clalin, but I'm glad you're doing it for us. If you hadn't come along when you did and helped to turn things around with your quality smitten, I reckon I'd be another worthless drunk drowning me sorrows at the wench. Instead, I'm happily employed drunk, celebrating me successes at the wench. You know, any lout with a tool can put passion into her work, but to have it come out the other side and affect focus, true artistry. And make no mistake, lass, the impact of what you've done for the guild will be felt for years to come. You're one of the best God's damned smithies I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. There ain't nothing more to say than that. Money. And, yep, the verbiage at the end here tells you that you have to wait the Heaven's Ward to continue on with your blacksmithing quest. Level 54! Woo! Yes. Alright. Alright, folks. This draws to a close the blacksmith storyline for then Final Fantasy XIV's A Realm Reborn. Only one quest is left, and that is armor. And as you can see, it's right behind me with Hananza. I'm debating whether I should do that tonight or not. I'm going to take a small break. And... you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to take a small break and get myself a nice little shower so I can keep myself woken up. And I will return to finish out Links and Lamenta's final quest line. Sorry, I take that back. It is not exactly the final quest line. There's one more quest that we have to start in Limsa. It takes us over to Gridania. That's the one I'll be doing tomorrow. But I'll take a small break. I will return to finish up the armor quest line. So I will not raid anybody yet. I'll do that when I come back. So take care. Enjoy a nice little break, and I shall return. Take care, folks.